Hello and thanks for checking out TheChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Everyone, checking in on some blockchain names. They have been in consolidation mostly over the past week, although there was some bounce to be had there. There is a lot of correlation in this sector. Right now, we're going to be looking at HIVE, BTL.V, XAU.TO, Grow, and RIOT. There are a couple other names we're monitoring, BLOC.V and BTL. Actually, no, we got BTL up there. LTV.V is the other one. I don't have those two up because they are pretty much the same scenario as HIVE. So I would say that HIVE, BLOC, and LTV, all of them on the Venture Exchange in Canada, those are all linked together very well. So if you can chart one of them, you are looking at pretty much the same chart for the other two. So that's where we stand right now. So for HIVE, where we stand is that we have been in consolidation mode, and we did bounce this week from our low. But all this did was form another lower high on this daily chart. And in order for the trend to change, we have to bounce off this low, which is 302 on HIVE. And we have to form a higher low compared to 302 and then break the top of this bounce, which currently is 401. So if we can see a bounce from above 302 and then break 401, that will shift the momentum back in favor of the bulls. And you can see just how significant that bounce is to go from 302 in oversold conditions and to bounce 2 days later up to 401. That's 33% gain. That's a lot of upside in just a couple days. So the trading opportunity is still there, even though we are in consolidation mode. And we're in the same, like I said, the same thing for BLOC and LTV. They both bounced, formed a lower high, and are now pulling back a little bit after forming that lower high. And the low of Tuesday is very important. That's a must-hold level. If the low of Tuesday breaks on any three of those three names, we're going to be looking at another lower low and continued consolidation with the bears in control. As far as the weekly chart is concerned, this is very healthy consolidation. 2 weeks of a pullback with a potential bull flag. The lower wick is showing the bulls buying the dip, and we're defending the exponential moving average supports. So the longer term perspective is telling us that this is healthy consolidation right now with no red flags. It's just the daily chart that's still in a lower high, lower low pattern that has us a bit more cautious if we're looking as swing traders. Again, the day trading opportunity is there, and if we're protecting positions, certainly plenty of opportunity. But we have to see the higher low and higher high to shift the daily trend back to the bulls. BTL.V, higher low established on Wednesday, 593 is now our must-hold level for the bulls to remain in full control of this trend. Resistance is 683 and 692. We are holding exponential support for the last few weeks, and we're looking really strong overall. If we do consolidate, as long as we hold 593, it will be a higher low on the daily, and we'll see if the bulls can keep full control as they have been. Look at this breakout on the weekly time frame. 704 is the all-time high here, and we've gotten up to 692. Break 704, and it's party time for the BTL bulls. That's why we're watching very close. The all-time high blue sky breakout, lack of resistance is an ideal scenario if we are a bull. So you want to keep BTL on watch, and even if you're not playing it right now, that break of 704 is the green light, and we would expect to move into at least the mid $7 range after that. So we are going to be watching BTL very close in the coming weeks. XAU.TO, lower high, lower low. We broke the lower highs on Friday with follow through above 697. That's significant for bulls because now we're going to look for higher lows and higher highs to form. When you go from consolidation and form lower highs and lower lows, when you break the lower highs, it's now time for higher lows and higher highs to be going forward. So resistance is 718, followed by 730 and 765. I'm looking at support of 672 and 613. We did close near the low of the day on Friday, so the bears do have momentum heading into this next week, and we'll look for a higher low on the daily compared to the low of recent consolidation of 578. That must hold level. Have to form a higher low compared to that for the bulls to remain in control. Same thing, very healthy weekly consolidation. We had a bearish reversal candlestick. Didn't really confirm it. We did follow through a bit with a lower high and a lower low. But after this kind of breakout, the fact that the bulls are maintaining this exponential support and holding very strong with a new support of 578 on the weekly, these weekly charts, again, they're looking just fine. This consolidation was needed. GROW is consolidating. We had a clear bear break when 277 broke here because we had our high low, lower high, and that broke it to a lower low now. And we're still seeing weakness. We're seeing the bulls attempt to bounce from 237. We topped out at 270, and we're rejecting from exponential resistance. The bulls have to get over these exponential resistances in order to look to change this trend. And the weekly time frame, a bit more significant pullback. We had a bear break of the weekly inside bar that occurred at 275, and not really much of a lower wick. You compare it to XAU, long lower wick, bulls buying the dip. Compare it to BTL, bulls in full control. Even HIVE, we have a long lower wick of bulls buying the dip. So the weekly chart for GROW is the weakest because we did not see really much bounce follow through over the last couple of days. RIOT, bull move, but this upper Bollinger Band is standing in the way and keeping the price contained. We've rejected from this upper Bollinger Band back in early November twice, and now here again. The good thing for the bulls is it did give us a higher high. By getting over 898, that was a good sign. We got up to 920, so we do have a higher low and a higher high on the weekly time frame now. And actually, this is the daily. And the increasing bull volume is a good sign, although a lot of that was profit taking from Friday. We have the bull MAC decross on the verge right now. And as long as we can hold 680 and form a higher low compared to that level, we're going to be looking for the upper Bollinger Band to begin ascending to create some room to the upside for the bulls to continue seeing upside action. And as long as it's a higher low compared to 680, bulls will be just fine. Next resistance after 920 is 950 and then up to 996. Weekly time frame, very healthy for the bulls. We have the weekly upper Bollinger Band resistance to deal with as well. We've rejected from that 3 weeks in a row. So we have our our high, the all-time high, our low of the pullback, and now looking like we might be forming a lower high. We're going to continue watching this tightening pattern. Again, it's pretty much if the price is above the upper Bollinger Band, look historically, besides this one bull move back in early October, if the price is above the upper Bollinger Band, the market is pretty much looking for profit taking. So we can be looking for profit taking as well. So that's what we've got as we head into next week. Again, the most bullish chart that we just looked at is BTL.V, clearly in control of the bulls overall. XAU, second in terms of strength. And then I'm going to be looking at RIOT for some healthy consolidation and a potential entry. HIVE and GROW are the two weakest on the daily chart right now. And again, don't forget BLOC.V and LTV.V, as they will likely correlate with HIVE.V and see a lot of similar action. So we absolutely have to remain cautious out there. The fact that we run hundreds of percent over the past couple months in a lot of these names, some of them even more than that, into the thousands of percents, has us remaining very cautious. But again, the trading opportunity is there. These stocks and sector is definitely in the spotlight these days, and that's not going to change anytime soon, in my opinion. So we'll continue to check back in week after week. I appreciate you watching and hope you have a good rest of your Sunday.